for our lives will start a revolution, says Parkland school shooting survivor. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're going to get your revolution, bud. You're going to get your revolution. You're going to get your Nazi-style revolution. That's what you want. You're the Nazis. You're the brown shirts. You're the Mao Brigade. Where does it end? You know what their revolution is, folks? They just kill us all. You don't think for 1 second that these anti-gun liberals would gladly burn every NRA member to death, just like the Nazis did to the Jews? That's their hatred. That's their fomented hatred by the Democrats, by the propaganda. Absolutely. And now you understand why we're pro-Second Amendment. Now you understand why we have guns. Because I've got radical liberals in this country that would gladly burn me to death in a gas chamber. Absolutely they would. And that's why they go out on the streets, march against guns, because of the propaganda of the Democrat Party that Eric Holder announced years ago. And just like Hitler, then they stage events, use those events to demonize their enemies, and then say, we have to take the guns. Literally the Nazi playbook. I mean, literally play for play right out of the Nazi playbook. And then to make it even more crazy, I mean, as if that wasn't crazy enough, then their next march is going to be Trump is Hitler. And you want to turn the guns into Hitler? So yeah, you're trying to start a revolution for sure, just like the Nazis did to kill the Jews. That's what you're doing on the left. You want to kill conservatives and gun owners. That's your revolution. You're violent, you're hateful, you're ignorant, you're uninformed, and you're brainwashed. Again, we don't even talk about some of the stuff we put up with around here, folks, but there's a reason why we're staunch Second Amendment activists. Here's from the Gateway Pundit. David Hogg rallies Democrats in D.C. If you listen real close, you can hear the people in power shaking. Really? Really? Because you're proposing to give all the guns over to the people in power. Why would they be shaking, David Hogg? Why would the people in power be shaking, David Hogg, if you are trying to give them all the guns? Think about it. He says, if you listen real close, the people in power are shaking. You want to give the guns to all the people in power. So why would they be the ones shaking? The ones shaking are going to be the citizens of this country that lose their right to bear arms, lose their right to self-protection. Women, children, families, they're all going to lose their rights to protection because of you, David Hogg. And then the power structure that you claim is shaking is going to be the one with all the guns, and then they're going to bring in their authoritarian regime. That's how this works. So is David Hogg a complete moron, or is he a stooge? Is he being fed party lines from the Democrats, from the FBI? You can hear the people in power shaking as we want to give the people in power all the guns. Trump is Hitler, and we want to give Hitler all the guns. We're anti-fascists, but we want to hand all the guns into the government just like a fascist regime would do. And then somehow I'm the crazy one, according to these people, when I go out on the streets. And we'll have the video. We got the video. We're going to play the video at the bottom of the hour. Oh, but whoa, oh my gosh. But stop the presses, because 60 Minutes is going to interview a porn star tonight. Oh, yeah. Stormy Daniels' attorney sends a warning shot to Trump. It's time to come clean. Well, congratulations to Stormy Daniels for being smarter than the media. So now a porn star has literally outsmarted the mainstream liberal media. A porn star is now smarter than the average liberal media outlet, and she has totally pawned them all to promote her own show, her own whatever. So now Stormy Daniels is smarter than the average liberal on television, as she's using them all right now to promote her own agenda. As if any of this is going to bring Trump down. This is what I was saying earlier. If the liberal media understood anything about trying to bring Trump down, they'd be talking about this omnibus spending bill. But they don't want to complain about that, see? They can't complain about that because it's their bill. So if they complain about the omnibus bill, they're complaining about their own bill that funds Planned Parenthood. So they can't do that. So instead they interview a porn star on CNN, Anderson Cooper on CNN, Anderson Cooper on 60 Minutes, and they somehow mythically think that this is going to turn the republic against Trump when nobody gives a damn. Nobody gives a damn about who Trump slept with and when. What we want is a government that puts America first. What we want is a Bill of Rights, and we're sick of politicians trying to do everything they can to infringe upon it. That's what we want. It's not that confusing, and a porn star is not going to stop that from happening.
Vitamin Mineral Fusion. Visit InfoWarsLife.com to secure your canister. We have worked for years with our chemists and scientists to create the most powerful and affordable, great-tasting multivitamin formula available. Vitamin Mineral Fusion Drink Mix at InfoWarsLife.com is loaded with a full month's supply of essential vitamins, minerals, and amino acids that your body absolutely needs. In the history of InfoWars Life, we've brought out a lot of amazing products like Survival Shield X2, Super Male Vitality, and so many others. With its unique delivery system and proprietary manufacturing process designed for maximized effects, this formula is the platinum standard of multivitamin mineral products. And this part is most important. The ingredients in Vitamin Mineral Fusion are either plant-derived or of the highest quality lab standard. That means it's clean. That means it's pure. And rest assured, you're fighting the tip of the spear in the info war. That's InfoWarsLife.com and Vitamin Mineral Fusion. Take action now before we sell out. You know, I've got some talking points here about Caveman from InfoWarsLife.com. But instead of going with those talking points, let me just give you what I've experienced personally. From all the wives' tales in every culture, we know that the bones have the essence. We know chicken noodle soup is great for people that are sick. Again, in every culture, this has been reported because it works. And there's no way to quantify how strong this is, but the amount of bone protein and the amount of marrow and the amount of concentrated life force that is in this is incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, whether it's for your joints, whether it's for your arteries and your veins, whether it's for your brain, whether it's for energy, this, ladies and gentlemen, is the strongest, most concentrated bone broth formula out there, and it's amazing. Find out for yourself today at InfoWarsStore.com what it can do for you and your family. And again, I want to thank you all for your support. You are funding the information war in 2018. I'm so excited. The new product at InfoWarsLife.com in a glass bottle, 2-month servings, filled to the brim, filled to the absolute top, the real red pill. This is a heart and brain pill, a nootropic that doesn't have any stimulants in it. But boy, does it stimulate, because it's beyond that. Quite frankly, I just went off what I saw medical doctors prescribing to their patients, but it wasn't prescription, but they were charging people $100, $200 for the formulae. And I came up with our own formula, working with some scientists and developers, non-GMO, made right here in America, 120 capsules. And ladies and gentlemen, you add the pregnenolone to it, which is the precursor to all the hormones that your body has to have to even make the hormones in your glands. It is amazing. Red pill, now available at InfoWarsStore.com, and your purchase funds the operation.
Introducing CellForce by InfoWars Life. CellForce focuses on mitochondria efficiency and protection. Mitochondria produce over 95% of your energy. They are your body's cellular engines. CellForce helps promote your cellular energy production by supporting mitochondria, much like a cellular engine overhaul, because when your mitochondria don't run at 100% efficiency, then they start producing reactive oxygen species. Top scientists agree that aging is most likely caused by cellular damage, resulting from these reactive oxygen species. The antioxidants found in CellForce are some of the most powerful available on the market. The stronger the antioxidant, the better its ability to scavenge for these reactive oxygen species and other free radicals. Boost, protect, and adapt with CellForce from InfoWars Life. Head to InfoWarsLife.com or call 1-888-253-3139.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show. Broadcasting live from the UN Stronghold, Austin, Texas. You're listening to The Alex Jones Show. And now, your host, Owen Schroyer.
All right, just running down these final headlines before we premiere the Rex Jones video, getting liberals to admit they want to ban guns that don't exist. Again, they'll fall for anything. And then my boil down from my live coverage of the March for Our Lives in Austin, Texas on Saturday. Just a brief boil down. There'll be a couple more videos I put out probably tomorrow, just showing you the craziness. Because even in this 10-minute boil down I'm going to play, I had to take 2 hours and condense it into 10 minutes. I don't even get it all. I mean, there's so many juicies that don't even make it into that. But we're going to have that on the other side. Let me just clear out this stack of news here before we get into that, though. So again, you've got mainstream media hyping up a porn star as if she's going to be the hero to bring down Trump. And so this is the New York Times headline. Stormy Daniels, Trump's unlikely foe, is not someone to be underestimated. Wow. The porn star. Don't underestimate her. She's really got it coming for Trump. Yeah, the porn star is a real threat to the president of the United States, I'm sure. I'm sure that a porn star really strikes fear into Donald Trump. Yes, yes. It's not like Trump is smart. It's not like he's witty. It's not like he sees things 3 moves ahead. Probably already did with whatever this deal is. And I do kind of wonder, tongue-in-cheek, if this isn't what he meant by the calm before the storm. But again, I say that kind of sarcastically. But again, here's the New York Times saying that a porn star is not to be underestimated. When was that cover ran, guys? They're showing me a cover of the New York Post. This is from, what, the 90s or something here. Yeah, what do you know? A billionaire who works with supermodels is hanging out and in relationships with supermodels. Wow, I mean, I had no idea that rich men, athletes, celebrities, actors, what have you, I didn't know that they hung out with beautiful women and models and Playboy models and porn stars. I didn't know that was going on. Wow, I mean, whoo. Wow, oh my gosh, I'm just floored. I'm just flabbergasted that rich, famous men hang out with Playboy models. I mean, I've never heard of such a notion. I mean, this can't be true. But it's so funny. See, it shows you how fake they are. It's so funny that here they are now, and they think they can bring down Trump with a porn star and then paint Trump as some sort of, I guess, degenerate that has a relationship or has relationships or sexual relationships with porn stars, whatever it is. And so they think they can use that degenerate, angle to bring Trump down. Meanwhile, they promote the biggest degeneracy on the face of the earth. Where did all this degeneracy originate? Hollywood. And so then they have all of these TV shows like the Kardashians that are porn stars. Kim Kardashian gets famous from a porn star shoot. And they have all of these movies glamorizing sex, sexualizing children. So Hollywood literally degenerates society. The media degenerates society with the sex, drugs, rock and roll, and all the propaganda. So they degenerate society. They are the ones that prop up all of the sex and violence and then try to make money off of it in the media. And then they try to say Trump bad, he degenerate, he sleep with porn star. And you look at them and you're like, you just played for 20 years straight sex and violence on TV. And then you think after you've desensitized me to all of this, you're going to use it against me? You think that you, George Clooney, who's protected by armed security all day long, is going to get on some high horse on a podium and tell me I need to turn my guns in and we need gun control, and then you're going to be escorted out with armed security? Wow. And then you realize there are actually liberals out there brainwashed enough to believe it. So, but let's get into, so I mean, it's just such a joke. It won't matter. They already interviewed the other Playboy model on CNN on Friday. You know how many people blinked an eye? None. Nobody cared. Nobody cared, Anderson Cooper, about your porn star interview on CNN. Nobody watches CNN. Maybe your Stormy Daniels interview gets some viewers, though. Maybe you'll do some good, some good interviews with Stormy Daniels. I'm sure that everyone really is looking forward to that. Not. Again, if they understood anything, they would be attacking Trump on the omnibus bill, but they can't because it's their bill. They are the ones that wanted it. They are the ones that wanted to fund Planned Parenthood. And let me just say this. I don't want to get too much into this because I'll just go off on a jag, but the Republicans really did themselves no favors with this bill. And you're looking at a situation now where Trump's base that would have voted Republican are now totally turned off of the Republican Party. And how can you blame them? They're all Republican in name only. How is Paul Ryan a conservative? How is Mitch McConnell a conservative? What have they conserved? What have they followed through on? They didn't follow through when they won the House under Obama. They didn't follow through when they won the Senate under Obama. They didn't follow through when we elected Trump and they had the House and they had the Senate. You know what they did? Diddly. They gave the Democrats the bill they wanted. They gave the Democrats sanctuary cities. They give the Democrats Planned Parenthood funding. So the Republicans have really screwed the pooch with this deal. And then we're teasing, if you're a television viewer right now, this is the woman who blows fart whistles at me and then denies it, even though I have all the footage, and then gets caught admitting on camera that she's a protest organizer and she's telling people not to speak to InfoWars. So that's what you get. We'll have that on their side. Facebook runs UK, US newspaper ads apologizing for data scandal. Oh, boy. Facebook doing damage control as it looks like they're going to burn one of their own again, Mark Zuckerberg. Folks, we need your support at InfoWarsStore.com. Now, we honestly need to hire more people with the amount of reports we're doing. It's just insanity. And I'm not complaining, believe me. But when I go out to these deals, I go out by myself. I'm my own cameraman. I'm holding a mic. I don't even have a free hand. I edit all of it by myself. So I'm not complaining. It's just we want to expand. We want to do more. We want to hire more editors. We want to hire more reporters. We want to have bigger studios. And it's all in the works. But it all relies on your support at InfoWarsStore.com. We got great deals, including 33% off the new Super Silver Iodine Infusion Immune Gargle. That's 33% off. 50% off Alexa Pure Breeze right now. That's the air filter. You got to filter your air, folks. If you don't have an Alexa Pure Breeze in your home to keep the air clean, I don't know what you're thinking. And it's $50 off right now at InfoWarsStore.com. So a huge savings on the Alexa Pure Breeze at InfoWarsStore.com. Now is the time. 25% off Survival Shield X2. 50% off the new Myco ZX Plus. It's all at InfoWarsStore.com. Check out the ratings of our products. 5-star ratings across the board. All highly rated products. Certified reviews. These products are the real deal, folks. That's why we're able to sell them and fund ourselves with them. So all thanks to you supporting us at InfoWarsStore.com. So spread those links, spread those videos. On the other side, we're going to go to a report in downtown Austin where liberals want to ban guns that don't even exist. Wow, you thought they were done before till you see this video.
William Benny is our guest. He is the former technical leader of the intelligence with NSA before becoming a whistleblower in 2001 after more than 30 years of the agency. Benny's been described as one of the best analysts and codebreakers in NSA history. And again, he is the technical advisor for the film Snowden. That is so amazing. Again, this was published today at the Director of National Intelligence website. William Benny, who's been advising the CIA director and others, let us know the minute it went out. This is the secret memo that's so troubling that ties into all the perjury and the cabal of Clinton operatives trying to set the president and others up using the might of the surveillance grid that's meant for foreign powers against the American people. I mean, this is incredible. William Benny, start wherever you think's best.
I'd like to start with some of the things they're talking about on page 15 of that ruling, where they talked about NSA having the authority to go in the upstream program and take down main communications trunks. And because I think there's some terrorist or dope dealer on there, and they can capture and keep the entire trunk line. Capture all the data and keep it all and sort it and interrogate it. That's basically how NSA analysts are able to look at their lovers if they're cheating on them. That's how they can do that under that authority. But that's all done in secret. The FISA court is speaking to it there in their ruling. This is the upstream program is the taps on the fiber lines where they take everything. And that's really what I was trying to say about President Trump when he was being targeted in all the data they were collecting, including his entire staff on his committee and everything. They were all being scooped up in this bulk acquisition off the fiber lines in the upstream program. And the main slide that would show it, if you could put it up, is the Fairview program. That is AT&T's tapping points inside the 48 states of the United States. And you notice all the tap points are distributed with, this is the one that no mainstream media wants to show on TV. Because this is the one that calls out this business about they're only after foreigners is an obvious lie. You know, unless you face them and go after them and do something about this, you're not going to correct the problem in the future, and people will look back and say, well, they got away with it, so I'll do it too. That's why I blamed this all on Jerry Ford when he pardoned Nixon, you know? When he did that, he said every president can do anything he wants. He's now got a get-out-of-jail-free card. That's the next president, who also wants to be able to do whatever he wants. So you see, that was where I put the blame right there with Jerry Ford. And if he'd have let Nixon go to trial and be indicted, then I don't believe that this would have happened. But we haven't done any indictments of any of these people who've done similar crimes, and now for massive crimes. We haven't done any of that. And that's really what we need to do.
Maximize your potential and take your body back with Super Male Vitality. We're breaking the conditioning and fighting back against the globalists' war on male vitality. Our ultimate non-GMO formula is sourced from powerful organic herbs that have been gathered from around the world and then concentrated for maximum potency. Super Male Vitality was developed to activate your body's natural processes instead of using synthetic chemicals. InfoWars Life wants to bring you the highest quality products. Our unique combination of ingredients is designed to assist the body in regulating proper balance and creating superior vitality in males. Support your body and mind and take yourself to the next level. Boost your vitality and energize your life. Take control of your body. Grab a bottle of Super Male Vitality today at InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show. Live from the Infowars.com studios, you're listening to The Alex Jones Show. And now, your host, Owen Schroyer.
Well, you can pretty much get liberals to be tricked into sign anything, say anything, do anything because they're that ignorant. I've got liberals to sign a petition to remove George Washington off the dollar bill. I've got liberals to sign or to admit that they like Trump's tax plan by saying it's Bernie's. Mark Dice gets liberals to say we need to stop hunting pterodactyls. Now, Rex Jones goes out to the streets to ask liberals about guns that don't even exist.
Hi, I'm Rex Jones from Infowars.com, but I'm no longer Rex Jones. I'm Chad Flinderson from News 7, a liberal news organization which I made up. I'm here to see what insane gun accessories and gun laws people will actually believe exist. Do you think that the semi-automatic nozzle should be banned on most AR-15s? This is a device which lets the user screw off the barrel of the gun and convert it into a semi-automatic Uzi-like weapon for more damage in close areas. See that right there? Mm-hmm. That, in fact, is the nozzle right there. Do you think that should be banned?
Yes.
It's good to talk to people that know what they're talking about. This is awesome. What are your thoughts on bump stocks?
I think they should be illegal.
Yeah, they're absolutely horrible. It allows you to turn a semi-automatic weapon into a fully automatic weapon.
I know.
Totally illegal.
It's awful.
And what are your thoughts on the bullet button?
I don't know what the bullet button is.
It switches through modes of fire. Incredibly dangerous. This is one of the things that the NRA loves.
Okay, so here's the thing. I don't want to be on the news, but I will tell you that I think anything that makes it easier to kill more people in a short amount of time is bad and should be illegal.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, ma'am. Common sense gun reform.
Sorry?
Thoughts on common sense gun reform? Any opinions?
Ban guns.
Mr. and Mrs. America, turn them all in.
That's what I'd say a good opinion right there. Are you aware of the new apparatus the NRA is shipping out? It's these modified bump stocks, turning any semi-automatic weapon into a fully automatic weapon?
Yeah, I think I've probably heard of that. I'm definitely against that.
Well, it's this apparatus right here. Do you see it?
Yeah.
Highly dangerous. In some cases, people are even fitting blades into them so they can use it as a hacksaw for more damage.
You don't have to sell me. I'm 100% for gun control.
What would you say, what do we need now? What kind of legislation?
I mean, we need to ban these types of automatic and, the military-style weapons.
I'm so sorry about that. The fully semi-automatic weapons?
Yeah. I mean, there's no reason that a citizen needs something like that.
Absolutely. Did you know that screws off and becomes an even more deadly Uzi-like weapon?
I mean, yeah. It's already deadly enough, I think, already.
Well, the thing is any American can go and purchase one of those using their civil liberties, and that's absolutely horrible. Thank you. Thank you.
Working.
Thank you for your opinion.
Yeah, I support you guys.
Thank you so much. A great example of how the average liberal SJW is so stupid and uneducated on the matters of gun control that they'll just believe anything you feed them. I mean, the things that I'm making up could not be more fake. A bullet button? A hacksaw bump stock? Come on, people. Anyone with like half a brain cell should be able to recognize this stuff. A lot of people know about the bump stocks. You're well educated. You know about them. But not a lot of people know about the screw-off nozzle that the newer AR-15s are capable of. See, in specialized forms like this one, you're able to actually screw off the top of this one, and it turns into an even more highly lethal Uzi-like weapon. What are your thoughts on that, sir?
I'm not entirely, I don't know anything about that too much, so I don't really know. But I mean, the idea of it sounds a lot more.
It's newer,
like a lot more dangerous.
It's newer technology. The NRA and actually a couple of senators are working on getting this technology since the United States. Highly dangerous. You see the screw-off nozzle there. And I think it's just absolutely wonderful that a citizen like you is open to common sense gun reform. Thank you, sir.
No problem. Thank you.
Please, it would only take a moment of your time.
Sure.
We'd really appreciate it. Here, would you step back here, please? Thank you, sir. What are your thoughts on common sense gun reform and control?
I support common sense gun control reform.
Thank you. It's common sense. People don't need weapons of war.
I agree. I was just in the LBJ presidential library, and they had guns just like this, and they said weapons of war in the glass, and I was thinking to myself, but you can buy these at Sports Authority.
That is a great observation. Are you aware of the bullet button allows people to rapidly change fire and modes, and are you aware the bump stock turns any weapon into a fully automatic weapon ready to kill hundreds of people?
I am, and I don't understand why that's legal.
Thanks. I mean, what candidates are you supporting that support things like this?
Well, it seems like a standard platform on the Democratic Party side.
Man, that's what I like. I feel as if the Republican ideals of the Second Amendment are really outdated now that we have weapons like this. It was meant for muskets in reality.
I know.
When you look at the history, it was meant for weapons that could fire one shot a minute. Only the government should have weapons like this. Don't you agree?
I agree. Absolutely.
Thanks. And just in closing, I know we've taken up so much of your time. I appreciate it. You are a thinker and an intellectual. I really appreciate you commenting on this. What is your opinion on the 1,000-yard sight that is totally legal and people can snipe whoever they want?
I think it's necessary for hunting.
Oh, yeah, for hunting. But we have, like, metal and wood. It's a good rule of thumb. You have rifles that are meant for hunting. This is meant to kill people.
Yeah, why it's legal to attach to a weapon that should be banned, I don't understand.
The .223, it's a heavy round. It's meant to take out armor-piercing plates. It's what the military uses. It's just a slightly less powerful version of the M16, which the military uses. So you agree with me? Weapons like this should be banned, right?
I do agree. I don't think weapons of war should be able to be bought by anyone who's over 18 or 21.
Anyone who has a weapon which is capable to add blades on, telescopic sight, sniping people, having weapons like this which have a unscrewable nozzle where you can pull it out and it functions just identically to an Uzi. That's incredibly illegal, but it's legal thanks to our NRA and the Second Amendment. That should be abolished, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so. I think the right to protect yourself, you don't need a weapon like this to protect yourself at home, and you don't need a weapon like this to be a good hunter.
Oh, just get a can of pepper spray. I mean, come on. You don't need AK-17s and AR-15s and 12s. You don't need weapons like that, do you?
I don't think so.
ARs, 17s.
Thank you, sir. Can I shake your hand really quick? Man, I love meeting people like you, people that know what they're talking about. Vote. Get out there and vote.
I do vote, and thanks for your work as well.
Thank you, sir. Really appreciate it. Here from News 7, the complete bullcrap agency where we sell fake gun control laws.
And just really brainwash people into thinking about guns in a vastly different way.
No one needs a bump stock, right?
No, they don't.
I mean, bump stocks are able to turn any gun into a fully automatic weapon.
Yes.
And in some cases, like the Las Vegas shooter, people are attaching blades to them. That's not okay, right?
No, it is not okay. You know, I'm okay for people that want to have guns for protection and things like that, and hunting. But why do you need that kind of gun? Nobody needs that kind of gun.
You don't need this kind of weaponry. I mean, it's absurd. I mean, to protect yourself, get a shotgun. You don't need a fully semi-automatic weapon. Get some pepper spray. I mean,
yes.
Amen, people.
Stun gun.
Buy a shotgun. Buy a shotgun.
Thank you. Non-lethals. I mean, we have such a wide range. It's not muskets anymore. People buy weapons like this trying to protect themselves and their families. That's ridiculous. Single shot or no shots at all. That's what I say. What are your thoughts on this, ma'am?
I believe in personal protection, but there's no reason for anything on an automatic weapon.
What are your thoughts about the bullet button? Once you switch through modes of fire, should be highly legal, right?
The modes of fire should be highly illegal, you say?
The bullet button, it lets you...
I don't even know about a bullet button.
Well, that's what the NRA has been trying to cover up by paying up the politicians. It's the bullet button.
Oh, I would be against it. In fact, I think we should regulate bullets more than guns.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you take a hollow point bullet. I mean, those things can pierce through cars when it's on fully automatic. When a hollow point bullet's on fully automatic, it can go through a person's head. I'm sorry for the gross imagery, like a watermelon. Should be highly legal, right? What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I agree with that. There's no reason for it. All we need is, like Don was saying, personal protection.
I mean, anyone can go into an academy now and purchase a weapon of war. This should be illegal. I'm sick of this, and I'm sick of this crap. We need common sense gun reform now.
Wow, who is this? Who is this young, energetic newsman? He is right. We need to do something about the bullet button. Wow, so there you go, folks. Proof liberals will literally fall for anything.
It was about 25 years ago that I began to read publicly available books that had been written for the State Department and for the CIA by top professors at Georgetown, Harvard, and Yale, so that the CIA and other agencies could understand the complex political system they were building. And in short, it was going to be called a technocracy. But it was going to fund communism and socialism and fascism. But really what it was crony capitalism. So decades later, after fighting against this, humanity is somewhat awake to the threat. But at the same time, despite all our successes, changing this paradigm really is an inside job. It's up to us personally. So I don't feel sorry for myself being demonized by mainstream media and being attacked and the globalists filing frivolous lawsuits. I expected that to happen. This is 21st century warfare. I just want to make sure that you, the listeners, and you, the viewers, many of you already understand this, so I'm not patronizing those of you that are already awake, but I want to make sure all of you realize this isn't just some more entertainment. This isn't just some other talking head. The reason they hate what we cover is because I and others have researched what they actually are planning, and it is nightmarish, it is authoritarian, it is eugenics-based, it is anti-human. And we've already come so far together that I know that if each and every one of you will just go research these issues for yourself, you will find out how real it is and understand it's not your duty. It is your basic survival to stand up against this anti-human onslaught. If you go back into history, it was 3% that volunteered for the Revolutionary War back in 1776. But if you look at the InfoWars audience, it's maybe 10% of the United States, another 10% or so worldwide. I think that's a conservative estimate. But we have 50, 60, 70 million people listening. We have more than that have tuned in over the years. The point is that if you look at that, that's less than 3% of the world population. So what you're doing has already changed the world. And instead of sitting here and going into each product and telling you how great they are, I'm just going to encourage you to go research them yourselves, because you're funding our operation. And just like our information has changed the world, any products we sell are game-changing. Myco-ZX sold out for months. Anti-fungus, anti-yeast, anti-mold for the gut. The other equation of probiotic. It's now stronger and a lower price at InfoWarsStore.com. We've got the Real Red Pill that's got pregnenolone, that is a base natural hormone precursor in the body. Then all the different vitamins and minerals, amino acids, just does incredible things. Look into the Real Red Pill for yourself. And then we have a new addition to the Super Blue family of products. You know about our best-selling fluoride-free toothpaste that's fortified with colloidal silver and iodine and other key compounds that are so good for your gums and teeth. We now have not just the mouthwash, but Super Blue Silver Immune Gargle Mouth Spray that is concentrated with one of the strongest patented forms of colloidal silver out there. Silver sol, nano silver, iodine, deionized water, stevia, peppermint, essential oil, and so much more. It's great for the throat and the body. You can swallow it as well. So Super Blue Silver Immune Gargle is also the latest product we've got at InfoWarsLife.com. And without you, we couldn't do it. So thank you all for remembering InfoWarsStore.com and remembering that it's not just you that's already awake, but it's other people that aren't awake, and it's so essential to spread the word. Again, thank you so much for being part of the Second American Revolution.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, final segment of the Alex Jones Show here on a Sunday. Owen Schroyer filling in. Now, let's go to this boil down report. I was live from the March for Our Lives in Austin, Texas yesterday for 2 hours. All of the footage can be found on the Alex Jones channel of YouTube, and it really is worth it. I'm going to try to put out a couple boil downs, but the whole thing is just insane. So let's go to a brief compilation of what I experienced yesterday at the March for Our Lives in Austin, Texas.
If I sat down here, they'd probably all get triggered. Let's see what happens. I'm just going to sit down.
And kill my people, all than young.
Did I call that or what? Did I call that or what? What's up, man?
Yeah, didn't take long, guys, did it? Didn't take long.
Okay, sorry about that. Yep, I'll move. I'll get out of the seats. Yep, no problem.
Nobody's sitting in the seats. Here, pause right there, just so that, because most of our audience is radio. Nobody is at the march yet. I'm there before anybody gets there. There's literally like 100 seats wide open, and I just sit down in one of the seats, and sure enough, here comes the team of brown shirt Nazis to come over and say, "Sir, you need to move. You need to get up. You need to move." Just play through. Just go. Just go. Yeah, here you go. Yeah, you got to move. You got to move. Nobody's in the chairs. Wide open.
Okay, sorry about that. Yep, I'll move. I'll get out of the seats.
Yeah, I was taking a seat from someone, obviously.
I call that or what?
Just part of the hate we get.
Oh, look at this. I'm being called out. Oh, this is just beautiful. Yes, hello.
Need to check in over here.
Well, no, I'm not with press. I'm just a First Amendment free citizen out here. That's all. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Then they thought they could intimidate me. Now they're telling people they can't talk to me.
That seems kind of cultish, don't you think, to stop someone from talking?
I'm right next to him. No one's going to get aggressive.
Thank you.
All right. Hey, what do you think about Hillary rigging the election from Bernie?
I mean, I already took a picture of you guys.
Okay.
How's Alex Jones doing right now, by the way? Really?
We got the power.
Are the frogs gay still?
Yeah, have you heard of atrazine?
Atrazine? Is that what turned the frogs gay?
Yeah, there's multiple scientific studies, including one out of California, Berkeley.
Man, that's weird. It must have turned me
Now
gay,
pause
too.
it right there. Now it's funny because she is also in the video we played in the last segment. Yeah, rewind it a little bit more so you can hear her final statement here. But, I mean, there's this weird new thing where they just like come up to me and like they take a picture. Like I'm some sort of like ghost or something. Like taking a picture of me is intimidating or something, or like they're capturing a ghost or Bigfoot or something. All right, I'm going to keep interrupting. Just let it play.
Scientific studies, including one out of California, Berkeley.
Man, that's weird. It must have turned me gay, too.
Oh.
Ma'am, did you hear about the Maryland shooting?
BS! BS! I can't.
right.
Mental
Look at this
patient.
one. Hey, sir, that's a nice shirt. What don't you like about Trump?
Where do I start?
Anywhere you'd like.
NRA stand up.
No, I asked about your shirt. What? No,
Talk
look at my
about
shirt.
brainwashed zombie.
Oh, you can't tell me why you don't like Trump, right? Just like all the others?
Have the brain capacity.
I have the brain capacity to tell you why I like
Trump.
Trump.
Have the brain capacity to connect more than 2 dots.
Okay, so let me tell you why I like Trump. He wants a strong border. He's fixing the economy. Why don't you like Trump?
You were beaten when you were a kid.
And here's the youth leading the march, the Hitler Nazi Brigade, the brown shirts.
Now, this is where it gets insane, and I'm going to put out this full video in probably tomorrow. This 10-minute clip is the most insane thing you'd ever seen.
Literally what Hitler did. You are witnessing a brown shirt Nazi propaganda march in 2018, right here, right now. And then in their next march, they'll say Trump is Hitler, while they are literally replacing the Nazi brown shirts in history right now.
And I'm about to cut this clip a little short for this compilation, but for 10 minutes, they surrounded me and chanted at me just because I was there, because I represented their enemy. I didn't do anything. It's just I had an NRA hat on and an InfoWars shirt, so then they project all of their hatred onto me because I represent what they think is their enemy, even though I'm not their enemy.
They always got to block the sign. Look at this. They always block it. Look at it. Yeah. See? Look at this. Hey, why are you anti-free speech?
I'm not anti-free speech. In fact, I'm very much for free speech.
So why are you blocking my camera?
Because you're
anti-free speech?
No, I'm not anti-free speech. What I'm against is you all and your spreading of misinformation.
Me? Calm down. How have I not been calm? You were just screaming at the top of your lungs, dude. Maybe you should calm down. Hey, do you know what the Nazi brown shirts were?
I'm not sure if this guy works for Russia or if he's just dumb.
Me? No. The Nazi brown shirts.
If you're going to be a cuck, you're going to get slayed, all right? I mean, you know.
Do you know the Nazi brown shirts marched to turn the guns in, too? Did you know that?
Can you not do this? Can you not, please? Can you not?
Well, I have a free speech right. Do I have the right to free speech? I think we should engage, actually.
Don't counter-protest have to be 200 feet away.
No, I think free speech is the most important thing, and that's how we protect lives.
You realize
Fake attention. Y'all are giving me all the attention. Well, that's sad that he's being brainwashed to believing this about guns. Dude, y'all came up and talked to me. Tell me why you think gun control is the answer.
It's a conversation. That's not what we're here to talk about.
So what are we here to talk about?
We're here to talk about these kids and what they're protesting against, and we're here to support them.
What are they protesting?
We should talk to one of them.
All right, what are you protesting today?
Sir, you have to be 200 feet away from this.
What are you guys protesting today?
You have to be 200 feet away. And
Can you just answer my question? What are you protesting?
Volunteers.
Can't answer. And then the organizer comes over and says, don't talk
Nobody
to InfoWars.
can tell me what they're marching for. What are they marching for?
And this is where it gets insane. This is where it gets insane. So I just defeated all of them intellectually and made them all look like total patsies. And so what is their response? To start chanting at me and surround me in a circle after they can't even tell me why they're there. Now, this is a short clip. They did this for 10 minutes, folks. Watch the whole video. They all surround me and chant at me as if I'm the enemy.
They couldn't even answer the simple question, why are you protesting? Why are you marching? Of course, they're really marching because they can't accept the results of the election, and they just use a bunch of different arguments to complain about the election.
Did we lose audio here, guys? Oh, there we go. Okay.
The youth gets brainwashed like this. That happened to me, too. I used to feel the same way as these kids, then I researched history, and I found out that gun control is not the answer. Oh, my God. Yeah, see, they laugh because they don't get taught history, and they think it's funny. What's wrong with InfoWars? Yeah, walk away. Hey, what's wrong with InfoWars? Yeah, take a picture.
Yeah, they all want to take a picture. Like it's really this weird thing now.
I'm like a Bigfoot, right? Yeah. I'm like Bigfoot. I'm so rare. I'm Bigfoot's ancestor. Don't you want to interview me?
I'll tell you the biggest thing is there's a sign over here where they're glorifying the shooter.
Now, these are conservatives, well-spoken, good people.
He's a victim, too. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm talking. You can have...
With the organizers here, they were asking people as a condition, when people agreed to come, not to speak to counter-protesters. So, and just to let you know, this is InfoWars. Okay.
Oh, you're the lady that blows fart noises at me.
No, I don't believe I am.
This is her, dude, this is her.
Yeah, she denies it, even though we have the video.
We totally recognize that. The organizers have asked that you not, if you want to differ with them, please go ahead. Okay.
Wow, so they don't like the First Amendment either, do they?
Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah, so you guys aren't allowed to speak, and you're not allowed to have a gun, so they just want you to be slaves, it sounds like.
Right, yeah.
See, if I even asked these girls a question, I'd be considered a bad person.
Wait, the fart whistle lady comes back here.
Even though I want to change their mind on America and gun violence. Hey, you didn't bring your fart whistle out here today. What's up?
I'm not going to talk to you. Leave me alone.
Come on, we missed the fart whistle. We want the whistle. We want the whistle. Come on,
show the B-roll of her with the whistle. Show the B-roll. Can we get the B-roll?
Come on. We just want the fart whistle. What's
there
the
she
big
is.
deal?
There she is with the fart whistle. She denies she does it, and then we have the video.
Yeah,
I mean, literally, we have the video, multiple videos of her blowing fart whistles, and she says, nope, that's not me. These people are cold-hearted liars, folks. They'll lie right to your face.
Oh, she's back. She's back. Don't talk to InfoWars. Hey, why are you stopping my right to free speech?
Go away.
No,
and she's out there as a quote-unquote organizer, stopping people from engaging in conversation with me.
You know that? Do you realize you're a cult leader?
Forward, please.
How does it feel to be a cult leader?
We have a distraction here today.
How does it feel to be a cult leader? How does it feel to be a cult minion?
That way.
Don't touch me.
How does it feel to be a cult minion? Dude, she's the one following me around, so why don't you see what's going on before you make a comment? What's wrong with InfoWars? That's not very nice. So,
man.
Why do you say that?
Right in front of their children.
You guys don't put a very good face to your name right here.
There's the fart whistle.
Your whole march looks bad now.
Says it's not her.
She is
We
again.
have you on tape.
Yeah, don't talk to me. I can't hold a conversation with you, Owen Schroyer from InfoWars. We're not smart enough. We don't even know what we're out here doing. F InfoWars. Oh, why? God, you guys suck. Here, I'll give you one more chance. Tell me why you're out here marching. Or tell me why InfoWars is bad. Go ahead.
Well, I'll talk to the real news. Thank you.
Yeah, so you can't answer the question.
Organizers here, and I just want to let you know this.
And there she is again.
Jones's news organization.
Yep.
The organizers have asked people not to engage with counter-protesters and the alt-right media. So you definitely have an excuse to just say interview's over if you wish, but you're also welcome to keep talking.
Okay, so you're gonna let her control you like a cult leader?
I am happy to talk to you about Hillary. So
she's a cult leader. She's out here stopping people from having
So there you go,
free speech.
folks. The full video will be on the Alex Jones channel. We've got more. I mean, it's just insane. These people are in a cult. They hate free speech. They hate the Second Amendment. They want to be slaves. You stay classy, Info Warriors.
Clean, pure drinking water. You can't survive without it. But where do you get it? Alexa Pure Pro is a brand new, groundbreaking, gravity-fed water filtration system that is like no other. The Alexa Pure Pro transforms water from virtually any fresh source into clean, healthy drinking water, pairing the unprecedented superfiltration power of an all-new gravity block core with a hybrid chromatic shell. It removes up to 99.999% of impurities, including bacteria, viruses, fluoride, disinfectants, volatile organic contaminants, and hormones. Filter capacity up to 5,000 gallons. Stainless steel construction, easy assembly, low maintenance. Replacement filters are simple to install. And now, as part of an exclusive limited time introductory offer, you can save $20 off the retail price and get free shipping. This is a limited time offer, so order your unit today and receive free shipping and $20 off. Go to InfoWarsStore.com or call 888-253-3139.
Electrify your day with Secret 12. It's like lightning.